Welcome back, one and all. Little bit of a delay there, which we do apologize for, but things that are out of our hands. We are here on Anubis. Apex's pick. Pretty clean first map from them. They are looking to knock PERA out once and for all, starting on the T side here as well. So it's been their favored side all tournament long. And we're expecting big things once again.
We are. Absolutely. Questions, of course, about PERA. More in terms of what they've got to bring to the table. They started so well into map number 1. 4-0 up they went. And to end 13-6 wasn't exactly the dream scenario. Has the T-side got anything for us? They hear a lot of noise here. Poya playing anti, waiting for opportunity. And the Julies do a lot of damage, but no kills just yet. ESL will step up and Poya for a double. Great start.
Yeah, looking very good. Incredibly ready for the A hit. Not a chance for these remaining two players. It will now just be jkaem. And having cleared out the A main area, I think they know what is up. They know that he must be on the backside somewhere. The round has failed quite catastrophically, to be honest. Absolutely massive. But yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, I think, for PERA. Definitely having to kick things off. Aaron will find the final frag there. So not a single player dropping for the PERA side of things.
Not bad. Really not bad at all. And of course, we'll find ourselves into another conversation about maybe PERA and these strong starts. Hopefully this time it leads something a little bit more. Of course, there's this Apex's pick. And the kind of worrying thing is just the stats that it's not, you know, the most played map for this PERA size. So let's see. Let's take a look and see. We've got nothing really to speak of for Apeks in terms of investment. Of course, no kills, no bomb plant, no money. There's no real point doing anything too audacious. Smoke and a flash. That's about it. Hoping maybe they can find a bomb plant. Give them the added kind of $800 onto one. Generally speaking, for PERA, this should be a very plain kind of a second round on the board here. About too much consideration.
Going to be a slow one, though. Apeks are really winding that clock down.
Yeah.
Trying to group up. They've got a smoke and a flash. You know, I think they're just going to let PERA expend a bit of utility, maybe reveal themselves, and indeed maybe get over-aggressive, right? That's sort of what they're looking for here.
Yeah, nothing on offer, really. Right now, it's very slow to start things off. I mean, I guess it is the old, I'm taking attack balls. Attack balls in they come. It should be a massacre. Great timing on the Molotov. The rifles and MP9s should see this off. No question mark. It's just Kixan left alone. And he will also fall in the same suit. Very simple, very effective. Expected as well. They were hoping they could pop out and maybe find something. But yeah, not to be. PERA with that simple second. But of course, this is the one that matters most. Apeks going to a full buy now. AK's out on display. Sense and Kixan have both got Galil. So hopefully, at the end of the world, with just those being brought to the table, they should be fine.
Yes. Should being the operative word. We'll see. Obviously, the MP9s will be somewhat limited. But a map like Anubis, to be honest, there's a lot of close range angles, isn't there? Oh my goodness, speaking of one, usually in towards middle, jkaem going to get a catch onto the first player there. There's a couple more round the corner, so indeed does have to be careful of how he plays this one out. The spam is solid, though, and he goes in for another. jkaem is such a menace on this Apeks team here. Absolute monster in this qualifier. It will be an open A bomb site that Apeks fancy their chances with.
It ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. For these yelling, Camion, they've got such a tough ask of getting back in towards the sides and back turned. The EGL will fall. It wouldn't even be the worst decision now for Camion to call for a save. 1v3, and you can see him kind of posturing for it. They know they've lost A site. A site is full of these kind of nooks and crannies to try and clear. It would be too tall an order. That's going to be the round. Apeks going to find their first on their first full buy. That's what it's all about. It's another jkaem masterclass or 3 kills to his name.
Bomb has been planted.
Camion finds an AK, so at least there is that. bit of an adventure. Should be able to save here. He's far enough away from the action, but yeah, Apeks again. Rifles have come in. They've found a round. You know what I mean? Like it's a pretty scary prospect for PERA to deal with. This was obviously heavily the case on Ancient. The fact that they looked so good when they had the tools to win the rounds, when they had the confidence in the weaponry and the utility, and then of course in themselves as well. But just worrying about a little bit less once the AKs in particular come into play. They can play aggressive, they can play pretty well on the methodical style as well. But we've just seen there a pretty good example of the aggression, particularly from Mr. jkaem, as you mentioned.
Of course. PERA, they themselves have another buy back in. Not the end of the world losing that one. The only thing is they can't go back-to-back in the losses. They do. Not only did Apeks tie up the game, but the funds are in the bin a little bit. And of course, it will gift Apeks a nice little notable lead early out the gate. Can be quite worrying. Boy, setting up for a bit of util here. Come over. Casanito actually gets out in front of the bulk of it. Could have been a lot worse. Does still take 96 points of damage, but sometimes those nades have lined up properly. If he was still under the stairs, that's a full chunk of like 50 damage.
Aaron with an aggressive stance towards mid here. Flash comes in. Nobody on the corner. And thus they will drop back. Nice smoke into the middle of mid. A bit of tit for tat so far. Apeks not really showing their presence all that much, not showing their hand in particular.
Yeah, not a whole lot to go off here. Apeks just massively slowing it down for a second. Again, for Apeks, it's been part of their playstyle at times. It's towards mid timing, could get Aaron in a bad way. Could swing, decent damage, but no frag. jkaem, I need to fall away, and of course that'll force Aaron on a rotate.
Just about. Pretty deadly stuff for... oh, it's a difficult angle for him, but he manages to make it work. 3 versus 3. Bit of a cut-off for jkaem here. Not really all that much that he can do. And the Molotov does not make its way around the corner as he intended. Quick trades out. Sense going a bit wild here. Not going to be able to find anything. There was very low time, so felt like he maybe had to do something there. A wild, wild turn of affairs on the A-bomb site in the end. However, CT's finding success.
It did kind of nearly look a little dicey there for a second, especially when jkaem stays alive and towards mid. They then fundamentally have the control there, but it actually works against them. They're going to claim it back in their favor, and of course, in doing so, keep themselves alive. A bit of a sigh of relief. But it still is a swing round here. A pretty important swing round, too. Winner of this breaks the economy of the other. Anything that would alleviate said pressures of Apeks if they were to lose the round, if they had a bomb plant. But even then, it isn't exactly fantastic. Hang on a second, Casanito getting pressured here. They swing out. Boya for the first, looking for more as well. Sense for one of his own. Can he get a double as Aaron will find one through the smoke? And Boya steps up before he traded, but a missed shot from DGEL.
God, this is all over the place. He will correct and find the final 2. Yes, he does. All right, so it's all good. It doesn't matter too much that he missed that shot. He will pick up the pieces, but that could have been very scary there if he had have gone down easily. All the same, PERA deny away a bomb plan and obviously deny Apeks any chance of winning out that round. So looking to get off to a really solid start once again. This is exactly how things went on Ancient. It's a case this time around of whether they can hold on to this lead, whether they can make it work for them. Because with 5 in a row at the start of Ancient, they still ended the first half 7-5 down. So it is a tough look when you anger the beast of Apeks. Kixan letting Kamiya know that. Nice find from him in the early stage of this round.
Wait. Oh, Aaron and DGL combining there. These pistols being put to bed pretty effectively now. They've got water control. Aaron's going to realize in a second that the last probably that was near those stairs position has fallen away. There's no one else to support him. Decent bit of spacing towards mid, however. Aaron Blind spots, though. They've crossed, but that's known information.
Oh. Kills keep coming in, but the trades are generally there. PERA gonna let them cross, in fact. MSN will be ready for these fights to come in, but has to stay alive at the end of the day. He sort of knows that, right? He's just buying time for the rotations at this stage. There they are. jkaem. It's nice. It's good damage there, just considering they bought up a few deagles, right? Gives them a bit more kill bonus, that sort of nice stuff. But the round itself certainly wasn't going to happen, but you can see it ends up being expensive. So if this one gets won and there's no saves, there's some question marks around the PERA buy in the next round. Probably
Yeah, for sure.
just a half. So yeah, they can very quickly break the bank here.
I agree. I think you're spot on. Also kind of makes you have to be a little precautious as well on the other side for Apeks, in the sense that they are 4 rounds in the hole right now. PERA putting up a little bit of a masterclass so far early doors. Be looking way more confident actually than they looked in the entirety on Ancient. Said close. You're going to hear all these steps around here. I think this time, though, not opting to go aggro. Remember, said on DGL when aggro in towards that round prior, did a nice little double entry, but it was against the pistol, so a little bit less in terms of worrying. MSN going to be taken away in that Molotov. Known quantity now. Sense just causing a little bit of a nuisance.
Being annoying. I think Apeks really understand how important this one is, so much more discipline being employed into their T side, where usually we see a bit more aggression. They are playing things particularly safe. Few bullets landing there through the smoke, but no kills for anyone just yet. 45 seconds left on the clock. You would imagine a move is going to come in soon. EGL takes an aggressive peek, but does not commit to it. Trying to sell a fake out here. Are they going to go towards A? I don't think so, you know, with the bomb being retrieved. Mid, and in particular, that dark area might be the port of call. 25 seconds, fellas.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time. MSN goes hunting and finds himself a kill with that. There's a lot of info that it's like, it's probably not going to be A, guys, so get prepared on the other sides of the map. Off angle for PERA works out pretty successfully. 10 seconds to get that bomb down. They aren't finding any kills at all on the Apeks side. Trade is there immediately. Just one for Apeks. A nigh on perfect round for PERA.
A really poor round as well, yeah, for Apeks. I mean, they just very quickly get lost. And they had really nice spacing actually over in the direction of A. You kind of had Sense playing close around the smoke. You had, you know, Casanito over towards stairs. And then you had kind of jkaem lurking around that mid control. So they had good room to work with, but they just don't do anything off the back of it. And I think it's safe to say that, you know, not to kind of drop it all on one person, but Kicksan's mid-round in there really struggled. He just did not know what to do or where to go. They were waiting for kind of PERA to overextend or waiting for a mistake to be made by the CT side, and it just never came. So, give my credit. I think it's done really, really well overall. PERA just come out in towards map number 2 with a very different mindset, all things considered. They look really good. Pretty confident as well. What it's all about.
Cammy on. Down below, I was going to say he has to be careful, but they sort of took their foot off the gas. They still will manage to trade him out pretty quickly. Dark control is so important on this map, man. Apeks actually put themselves in a pretty good position B-wise. Another quick trade up, unable to really have any impact. He's going to keep on digging and just finds the side of Sense. I don't think Sense was expecting that repeat at all. And therefore, PERA have wrestled back into a good spot now. Casanito, big frag on B. That bomb has got to be so careful here. Nork, here's one rotating across the AWP. Isn't quite buying it just yet. And Nork's flank has perhaps been sniffed out, but Aaron has just missed him. Nork didn't miss Aaron, though. This should be a free kill and a free B bomb site in a matter of moments. Aaron is just around these corners. I mean, if he just takes one little savvy look behind himself, I don't think it's going to happen, though, is it? As he continues to clear out B. There he goes. That'll be the B bomb site, and it's just perfect for Apeks in the end, actually. They find that kill so deep that DGL has like a full rotation as the bomb is being planted. He doesn't have any extra time to work in his favor.
Honestly, ring around the roses there for the longest time. DGL. B2, he's going louder. He's trying to just find some fights. He does get gifted a little bit of a fight there. Nor, kind of a swing that's going to be risky, but Nor cleans him up. Nice headshot. Apeks went out around and a much needed one as well, considering what they brought to the table. Means just that little bit more. Second on the board. If they can close the deficit on the T side, it's not the end of the world. I think with how rough things looked, if Apeks can push in the direction of 5, I think they can be semi-happy, but there's still a situation, of course, on the other side. For now, PERA don't really have anything to worry about. Yes, let that one slip, but they still put up a pretty decent start towards this first half. Smoke comes over. DGL, limited on what he can see. Up close and personal, shotgun opening could be risky. Aaron plays around the smoke and catches Casanito.
Bit the bow. Coming on. DJL. What can they get done here on this B-bomb site? They are pretty ready for it. They've also got a bit more support in the form of Boya towards Dark. But Apeks decide against it. They decide they don't really want anything to do with B in the end. And they will give up the chase, at least for now.
A little quiet. At least for the time being. 4v5 in favor of PERA. He made more as well. Aaron at range will find Nork looking for a couple more taps. Does get tagged himself. And a reposition.
Sense. In behind. Oh, he gets one. There's 2 in there, though. He hears a footstep and finds the spin. We might be on. We might be on. jkaem waiting for rotations to come his way. He gets a freebie. There's another player to deal with in on the A-bomb site. He's not going to dedicate to it. They're going to go towards B. jkaem checking all his angles. DGL watching the back end. Drops him 15 seconds. Sense has got to move fast. And they know that he really does not have a lot of time. Going to group up, but DGL picks him off. And PERA continuing to look good in these pressure moments.
Not bad. Not bad at all. PERA, again, really well played. Aaron, I think, good kind of proactivity as well from him to start out the round. He finds Cassie to walk through water. Then he'll get a second as well at range. I think he's doing a really good job individually of isolating fights. Generally, PERA doing a really good job of making this look pretty clean. But their opponent's map pick, they're in complete control. Apeks going to go for their second timeout. This first half has not looked good at all.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy to see. As we've said, we've been praising the Apeks T side all tournament long. And we're expecting, especially on Anubis, their own map pick. One that is up there for them, but it's one that they found pretty good success on yesterday, is perhaps where the logic in the pick is. Also, not really a map that PERA play very much, but it does seem they've perhaps been putting some work in. But yeah, it's at a point now, isn't it? A couple more rounds left. 3 points to get, let's say. And Apeks are quite far behind. Could quite easily be a super one-sided half here from PERA. A game-winning half even, if this continues.
We'll see. Aaron, aggressive, shoulder spotted. Head ripped off at shoulders. jkaem will fall. Oh, for Apeks, they look like a completely different side. So what we saw.
Crazy, isn't it? Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. What is the Apeks response? If they have anything left in the playbook. MSN is the lone A holder, so perhaps he could be isolated up here from heaven. Smoke's coming out, pretty full A execute here. Aaron going to get ahead of that Molotov though, and indeed will be able to help his teammate out. He's killed off pretty quickly. MSN unable to really assist here. Goes down on the edge of the smoke, in fact, trying to get a bit cheeky himself. Casanito, I think, will have been heard there with the reload. DGL doesn't really know where to look. The players coming up on his right, lands a no-scope, but unfortunately, not really going to be enough. Are they saving here? I think they're just going to save it, aren't they, PERA, handing a third round to Apeks.
I feel like it. I feel like as well for the remaining two, you don't really have the kind of the need to anything too overzealous here, especially with how low their money is. And the X's could be good though. They both kind of double stack towards main, but yeah, unfortunately they're gonna hear that Aura X things out through mid. So it's a nice idea for Camion to stick around and of course to have the support of Poya, but it's gonna make a difference. Camion might run in to see if there's any guns nearby. He'll have to go in towards Donut to find anything, but yeah, can't get there in time. So you're now at 7-3 scoreline. It's still recoverable. Like I said, for Apeks, 5 rounds would be actually okay from how kind of rough the start was. They should be in for a good chance of a 4th here, maybe even a 5th too. It's going to be a force buy by PERA, so their money, despite them being quite a large lead, is actually being so unfortunate for them. 1 AK, 1 shotgun, 1 SMG, and a couple of Deags, and this is their full buy into this round. Lose this, Apeks find 4th, and it'll break their economy heading into what is the final round of the half. So a good opportunity for an Apeks 5th, but Norkin and Castanito met with nades early into the round.
Oh, Castanito going to get a bit of info there. MSN from behind, though, flying off the bridge. Oh, with the Nova. That's hilarious. We don't really know where he's gone. Deagle nearly catches sense, but not quite. Aaron maybe should have had that one, and then we would have had a round on our hands, but not the case. 4-on-4 kind of hangs on a bit of a knife edge, though, because the HP bars are incredibly low here. Thank God for the catch onto the pesky Nova from MSN. Ooh. Ooh, interesting kill from Poya. Really opens up the round. That would have been a 3v1 situation. He's dealt with quickly on A, though. So, maybe not as impactful as first thought. Camion, his position vaguely known over on the B side of things there. Bomb will be going A. And the round should be Apex's bar. Crazy clutch.
August, massively quiet, too. He's low HP, though. MP9 could do something. Planting towards the heaven side of... Oh, his back going to be spotted there, but Camion doesn't commit to the peak, and he gets peeked out by Sense. 7-4. Apeks have recovered again. Did it once in the first half, doing it again now in the second. PERA have let this slip a little bit. And, of course, final round of the half, they're not going to have all too much to speak of. M4. Dropped over towards Poya. MP9 and a few Deagles to speak of. The buy isn't great. Apeks, prime opportunity for them to recover the half up to 5 rounds, which isn't too bad of how rough things are looking.
Nice pickups from Casanito. Should be all she wrote for this one then. DGL will manage to find one Deagle of MSN. Creeping around, grab that bomb, go B. It is an easy victory here. There it is. So Nork will take him down from below. 7-5, decent recovery in the end. Those final 3 from Apeks are good. But of course, we have a break to take, and then we'll see what PERA can bring to their own T side. Catch you in a few.
Just come over. Won't you come closer? Yeah, just come over. Oh, hey. 1, 2, 3, let's get over here. No need to be shy now. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, boy. Alright, 1, 2, 3, just get over. No need to be shy, no. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back in. We are firmly into the action with this one. They're outside of A on the PERA side of things. Oh, but they've pulled off of A after laying down a smoke there. So it's all a fake. Thought we were about to burst straight into the action, but no, we have been denied by PERA. A little bit of a tease on the A-bomb site. They are now back to the drawing board, it would seem.
Yeah, they went in the direction, pulled away, and now going back. I'm not really too sure what's happening. It's quite confusing here in the server, but MSN can find the first and the second. Really nice from him. Great trade as well on towards the one kill that Nork picked up. Cassie just crossed, and Aaron's going to go and check it. He gave away all the information. It's a great pistol from PERA. Simple and effective. And they reclaim a 3-round lead pretty damn confidently as well, it has to be said. That was easy. Little double fake towards A, but they commit in the site, and MSN with a double entry. PERA go 3 rounds ahead once again. Apeks, gotta be said, their pistols aren't great.
Yeah, that is certainly something that's getting away from them in this series, and it is obviously costing them a lot of forward momentum in the early stages of a half. Managed to win the force buy on Ancient, but they're not going to go for that this time around. Early rifle buy instead, which I think we are a much bigger fan of, particularly from your CT side. But a lovely nade to kick things off for PERA. That should pretty much seal the deal. Starting to gain some information towards B as well, so I think they will probably get away with this round pretty scot-free.
Come through DGL. Oh yeah, Aaron all adding to the fray. The nade should see it off. It's so damn low. Surely won't survive for much longer or really get anything of the sort here. Knife in hand, he is hoping someone walks through that smoke perilously, but I don't think it will be the case here. No one's going to give him any sort of option on the way out. PERA going to find their 9th. And Sen's going to fall finally. Flawless round. Barely any damage taken. Really easy. Really nicely done. PERA, of course, full buy out for Apeks. Honestly, feels a little bit like a must convert. PERA have got quite a healthy lead right now. Apeks really need to take the fight to them as early as possible. If they don't, things could get a little dicey.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. The threat of a third map is certainly on the cards. Org out for Nork. It's kind of interesting. jkaem in towards middle. He was a monster from here yesterday. See what he can do this time around. 1-for-1 out on the B-bomb site. Not perfect, but they've gone for that solid B defense, right? 3 players on the site itself. 1 at mid, 1 on A. So it kind of puts all the onus on a B hit, really. Because if it goes on to A, then it makes you retake pretty hard. You're quite far away from the action to get those trade frags in particular. But they'll now start to move away and bolster up that A defense instead. We'll see where PERA end up.
Yeah, not too much really to speak of just yet. 4v4. PERA have taken decent mid control. Kicksan's got to be aware of this in some regard. The Molotov will come through. That'll chunk him down considerably. Actually gives really good room, actually, for Apeks to work with here. Basically, they had to go aggressive, then somehow Aaron still gets a kill. How does he get away with that?
Criminal. Absolutely criminal. Sense his position going to be known definitely now as he spams away a few bullets there. Oh, and on the edge of it, MSN able to take him down. Those new smokes, of course, never as trustworthy as they seem. There can often be gaps on the top of them, and I think these remaining 2 Apeks players will just have to save. No real options to make their way in towards the A-bomb site. Ah, criminal. Criminal from PERA. They hit double digits first, though, and they have a hefty, hefty lead here. Only 3 more rounds going to be required. Apeks with a solid recovery required.
Yeah, Apeks, they're in trouble a little bit. They don't look good so far. The confidence really seems to be knocked out of the system a tad. They look like a completely different side. I mean, obviously, slight moments for PERA have been very fortunate. Tommy and Molotov was also very good. Aaron finding a kill while basically still in the air. Bit of luck there, but all in all, PERA are the better side in the server. Without a shadow of a doubt. DGL putting up a bit of a masterclass too, 17-6. Having a whale of a time. We're on the other side. Basically, no one's really stepping up. No one even to double-digit kills on the Apeks side. So it says a lot. The fragging is simply just poor. Well, nearly everybody towards PERA. It's double digits. It's dicey. It's rough, to say the least. And they are struggling.
Nice nade onto Casanito. Nothing being found, even with the A1S there trying to spam its way through. Some little bits of damage, but nothing substantial, right? Which is what Apeks is after in a half-buy round like this, the saved weaponry round. They want a cheeky kill and then a recovered rifle, you know, and just snowball the effects here. But I don't know that that is going to happen for them quite yet.
I think you're right, man. I really don't think too much can come from this, realistically speaking. As they hit an incredible couple of shots, but kicks out on fall, and now already it puts him in a little bit of a worrying spot. MSN going to rotate back over to support the rest at B. That's where they're going to finish, and in comes that util. That'll more or less confirm things. Even though they've got one here, there's just no way Cassie can do anything with this.
Yeah, it doesn't look that way. He kind of just has to gather the information, let them all cross. Might even just be a save of the rifles again, to be honest. Ooh, Dent's following some traces, though. He'll find a head.
Oh,
They're just so far back, right?
Yeah.
Right, it just really isn't worth the time. But they're giving it a little look. Nothing presenting. Another smoke goes down. Yeah, there's just no chance here.
I feel like this is the point where you just call for the save. Especially just considering they don't even have a kit, right? Even if they were to get onto the side, they just wouldn't have time to get all the kills and then get the defuse off as well. So the round won by PERA up to 11. They are playing some good Counter-Strike in the server. Most definitely the better team now. No two ways about it. Apeks there, map pick, not looking good. We had question marks on the veto more in the sense that PERA picked Ancient, which obviously didn't work for them, but we didn't really question the Anubis. We just assumed they would be okay, as it's not one of the more played maps for PERA. Doesn't matter. They are putting up a very decent run. Goodbye for Apeks though. And the Orphan played Nork too. Big nade. jkaem starts off around 67 points of HP. Not a dream.
Oh, carry on through the smoke. Sense will manage to find one. Difficult spot for him now. Taken out by the AWP. Not expecting as many bodies round that corner. Kixan with the Molotov down to make sure they can't split in towards A. A severe deficit, it feels like, you know, a massive loss of map control. And of course, being a man down is really just not good at all for Apeks. Casanito going to hear them all dropping here. That's 1, 2, and 3. So much damage. Not quite the kills. Kixan is around fast. Big nade, actually. Doesn't quite find the frag, but the damage that he's done is, again, huge. A combined HP of 22 left. Can Nork pick up this round, man? Oh, bro, it is crazy how close this one has come.
1 point of HP for DGL. Poirier 21. And he just about tucks over to that right-hand side. Nork has a kit, a Molotov, and 2 flashes. Time is ticking. Got to make a decision here and now. Surely the molly comes out in towards main. Upholding, missed shot. Hang on a second, tap on towards the bomb. Does opt to use the molly. He knows he's not on it as well. That'll be that. Poirier will probably actually still go down to the bomb. Unless he really hightails. He's taking a lot of damage still. Oh, he's alright. He got out in time. Nork will save the AWP. But it's map point to PERA and massively deserved as well. We thought map number 1 of a 13-6 for Apeks was dominant. This is going just that one further. honestly, really nice work. PERA being without a shadow of a doubt the better team in this map. There has been no competition. Apeks from the jump. Barely been able to scratch the surface. Just the odd round here or there.
Lots of utility out early on from PERA. Looks to be an 8-hit though, pretty quickly actually. Sense, tag down, Molotov coming in, gonna force it to peek here. Yeah, can't even find a frag. jkaem is around to help, but are they even gonna go off the back of it, right? They have such a good position with such an early frag that they don't need to get desperate at all. MSN falls through the smoke, but Kixon quickly joins his fallen comrades, and it's looking pretty good for PERA. Just 3 more enemies to get through. jkaem's position going to be known now. Another frag coming in. What can jkaem do, bro? Running rings around him right now. This is absolutely brilliant stuff from PERA. Just Nork remaining. But it looks like we are most definitely going to a third.
They're a different beast. Without a shadow of a doubt, the best side right now. And this level of confidence could move forward into map number 3, and you'd probably expect in some ways that it would. One will go down. The last remaining orb of Nork dropped. Anubis 13-5 for PERA. What a run. They're coming through from the underdogs in this series on their opponent's map pick 2. After losing theirs, they answer back in an emphatic fashion, and that's what it's all about. That level of confidence.